I know what you guys gonna say. I'm mad early. I went live mad. Ooh, let me just do this. I went live mad early. Yeah, because I want to get this video out the way. But what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. I'm mad early. It is not almost 10 o'clock on the East Coast, and it's Saturday. And I have been up since before the birds started chirping. I've been up and out, and everything like that. So give me 1 second. All right, I think I got it. So I've been up and out, you know what I'm saying, before the birds chirping, you know what I'm saying? I got the Colorado um throwback hoodie on, Mitchell and Ness. You know what I'm saying? It's a throwback. I don't know. They said it's a throwback, but so I got my Colorado gear on today. I was actually at the airport early this morning and somebody mentioned something about Colorado because they saw the hoodie on. I don't have a fitted hat for the Buffaloes, so I wear the Colorado Rockies hat. So I wear the Colorado Rockies hat with it because I don't have a fitted hat to go with this. So, but yeah, so somebody mentioned the team at the airport early this morning, and we talked for a minute like that. And the person is actually following you guys' campaign, following Coach Prime and everything. So that was an interesting conversation. It surprised me, but yeah, I am giving a score prediction here. Just a light prediction, you know what I'm saying? I'm going 28-14 Buffs real early. 28-14 is light work, but that's what I'm going with. And it could be far uglier than that. But 28-14 is for me is a really good number because I think this is going to be a competitive game in the first half. Quarter one, quarter two is going to be competitive, probably all the way through quarter three. It's going to be a very competitive back and forth game. They got each other's number. Styles make fights. Some people have your number, some people don't. I think this is a perfect matchup for them to go back and forth. Their star wide receiver is having some issues, but I think he's going to play this game though. I don't think he want to miss it, but he's having some issues. Colorado has some injuries on their end. So I honestly think this is going to be a back and forth game, man. They got each other's number. I went back and watched the game last year. That thing went into how many overtimes? And shout out to Michael Harrison because he helped win it. Jimmy Horn, remember Jimmy Horn caught that pass and he kind of juked, what's his name, that hurt Travis. He juked him and he dived into the end zone. That was legendary right there. That was a legendary moment with Jimmy Horn Jr. So look for Jimmy Horn Jr. also to be a factor in this game. They have other wide receivers as well. We know LeJontay Wester, a lot of others. Travis. Look for Travis to be extra motivated this game as well, to get some get back here because he didn't finish the last game. We know. Yeah, he didn't finish the last game. He got hurt, but still, this game is going to be back and forth for a minute. I would say Colorado Buffaloes will pull away in the fourth quarter, and they'll pull away in the fourth quarter. And I honestly think this is going to come down to the defense. If the defense can hold them off, this is a really good game to practice here of holding people off. So if they can hold this team under 20 points or under, I would say 14 points, then that's a good look right there. But this team up there north, how they say the team up north or something like that, they're going to be extra motivated for this game. This is their bowl game. This is their bowl game. What's up, Slap Happy? You know, I'm up before the birds chirping. That's right, to get it in. I'm up before the birds chirping to give you some news that you can use and put some paint where it ain't. Absolutely. And that's where I'm here. Giving you some paint where it ain't, giving you some news that you can use. But yeah, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I was at the airport earlier and I had my Buffaloes, out, get up on. Somebody mentioned Dion. They said Dion. That's Dion's team. Somebody said that. We had a conversation real quick. Of course, I plugged myself because other people were listening. They was like, "Oh, you're a radio personality." I said, "That's what you want to call me." Yes, indeed. But we were talking about the score a little bit. They said, "You think they're gonna have a problem with Colorado?" No, they ain't got no problem. Mm-mm. The reason why the Buffaloes are not going to have a problem in this game because they need this game. They ain't gonna have no problem with this game. Nope, they're not gonna have a problem with it. They more than likely will have some tricks up their sleeve as well. But I was looking at somebody posted a depth chart, and I don't think the team officially released their depth chart. But if they did, the offensive line looks the same. I don't see no changes nowhere. But I'm gonna wait for the game to see if there's any changes on the offensive line. Not that I was looking for any changes because I didn't think they did bad. But if there's some changes, I'm just gonna have to wait for the game tonight. And by the way, the game is tonight at 7:30. This is I believe the last time they played at this field was 96. It's a long time ago, folks. That was back in the 1900s. The last time they played at that field was back in the 1900s, man. But we're gonna see. We're definitely gonna see. But I want to talk about, like I said, I sound like a broken record at this point, but we'll talk about some of the key takeaways that I think that both teams could win this game. And first of all, we'll start with Colorado State. Colorado State, first of all, they're going to have the crowd advantage. The crowd is not going to be as loud as Nebraska when they went there to Lincoln. So the Buffaloes will be able to deal with that crowd. If they just finished dealing with the Nebraska crowd, so this crowd is light work compared to Nebraska, but I think they're still going to be loud though. Yes, I think they're still going to be loud, and they're going to have to be loud the whole game. They can't get quiet because the team needs them. But I don't think the crowd is going to be a factor in this game as far as being too loud to disrupt the team. I don't think so. What's going to need to happen for Colorado State? They're going to have to play great defense. They're going to have to mimic what Nebraska did. And I think they're going to try to do that. Okay. That's their only hope, I think. That's their only hope. Because if they don't contain number 2, things could get really crazy really fast. They can score very, very, very quickly if you don't contain them. As long as he feels comfortable, they're going to have a problem if he feels comfortable. But they're going to try, I think, on their offense, they're going to try to run the ball and run the clock out to keep number 2 off the field, Shador. They're going to have to try to keep him off the field. And they're going to, like I said, they're just going to try to mimic what Nebraska did and put their own little flavor to it. I think that's what they're going to try to do. And score and keep the score. Now, Colorado, they can win 2 ways here. They literally can win this game without a running game. They can. Now, what I mean with utilizing the running backs very little. But I think this is a good game to practice having a balanced attack here. Because if they have a balanced attack, Shador ain't just not going to get touched at all. You know what I mean? And he'll be able to really open up this game. Really, really, really open up. I haven't seen any play action fakes from them yet. Haven't seen anything yet. I don't know. Maybe Somebody can correct me in the comments. I'm sure they do. Excuse me, I'm sure they will. They'll say, Max, they do have play action fakes, and Shador has been under center. But we'll see. We'll see. I think this is a really good game to do that. Instead of just being the shotgun and throwing it, because the defense is going to try to gamble on this and throw the house at them and hoping that they cash in. And then if they get the ball back, they're going to try to run it and throw here and there if they got the opportunity. But this is a very important game for both teams. Colorado absolutely needs this game. And Colorado State will love to have this game. If they have this game, that's bragging rights for the rest of the year. Ooh. Where is mine? Oh, man, I'm out of coffee. I got to get some more coffee. But that's bragging rights for them for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year. And you don't want that, right? Just from what the players have been saying already. They already made it personal for no reason. And then Coach Prime said, we're not going to talk about them. We're not going to say anything disrespectful. We're just going to go on this field, like right here. They went on the field, check it out. That's it. Okay? Didn't do nothing disrespectful whatsoever. They want to keep it clean. Let them. We're not going to do what they're doing. And, but yeah, both coaches want this game. Both coaches want this game. So Coach Prime at the end of the game, he go to the coach. Good job. You're gonna be really good one day. You know, so you can give him that handshake, you know, like that. But yeah, they want this game absolutely. They want this game terribly, because they don't feel like they get no recognition. And it's this an in-state rivalry. They don't get no recognition like the Buffs. The Buffs are the new kids on the block, the ones that just showed up, and they getting all the press. You know, how would you feel if you own Colorado? So how would you feel? You know, you're not getting no press. You know, you had some guys just come in town, and they getting all the press. You know, they getting all the media attention. Game day is coming up there. All types of stuff. I'm pretty sure game day might come back this year. You know? And they just got to sit on the sidelines. You see what I'm saying? Imagine that. You got to sit on the sidelines. See, I believe in waiting your turn. I believe in earning your turn and then you get your turn after you earn it, right? That's how I believe it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no fake accolades if I didn't earn it. You know what I'm saying? So then when I am out there in the spot, I'm like, yeah, I put that work in and I got out of the mud. You know, that's how I think. But some people just be on the sidelines like, damn, you know, why can't it be me? Why can't I have all them clicks and likes and all this type of stuff? Let me just get all the clicks and likes. What's up, DJH? Let me get all the clicks and likes. Because they mention it. They said, yeah, it's Instagram. And they mentioned Instagram. Okay? They ain't got nothing to do with football. So that's how you know they're watching. They watch every well-off media. And they probably be in the comment section under troll accounts. You know what I'm saying? How come we not getting all the accolades? You know, how come, you know, why College Game Day going up there? Like, you know, but they know, they, like he said, it's because of Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them being respectful and saying Coach Prime, they say, or Coach, even if he said Coach Deion or Coach Sanders, he said Deion Sanders. Just because who he is, that's why y'all getting all these clicks. But let me tell you something. If you join the Buffs, you want them clicks too. You know, make no mistakes about it. You're going to want those clicks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want clicks. You know, like if you run any kind of social media, whatever, you want to have eyes on it to see for people to see what you're doing. So everybody want a certain amount of clicks. You know what I mean? Talking about clicks. You know what I'm saying? Talking about practice. Talking about clicks. So yeah, I ain't gonna hold too much of your time because I'm gonna be back before the game start. You know what I'm saying? To give you the link. But yeah, I was out at the crack of dawn today. I said I'm gonna come on and just give my 2 cents real quick before I gotta go back out. But I'm just telling you, they will love them clicks. I'm telling y'all that they will love them clicks, man. Because I want clicks. Everybody don't let nobody tell you this. If you're a listener, don't let nobody gas you up and say that, oh, people making videos for clicks and all that. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. They can't do it. That's why they mention it. Because they can't do it. And then they feel like you ain't talking about nothing to have all them clicks. What you talking about? Yeah, but if you were in the same shoes, people be talking about you. So but they want the clicks today. Trust me. They want the win. They didn't want to get the accolade. They want to finally get their respect. You know? Okay, you guys in the Power Five. Okay, cool, but we beat you. Okay, cool. You're in the Power Five. Okay, cool. Cool. And and that's what I want to say. So I can't wait for the game. It's going to be a really good game, man. Really good game. What's up, Dale? Kayson. Boy, these people with their thoughts on Colorado. Some people think that this one guy, he's been I wouldn't say hating on him, but he hasn't been agreeable. Like I would say that with Colorado for the past 2 weeks. Actually, this for his whole since Coach Prime got up there. But they asked this guy, his name is Coach something. They said, "What do you think that you think Colorado can win this game?" He said, "No, they're not going to win because he don't want them to win." And even though he has a right to say they're not going to win, but just how he said it, he's like, "They're not going to win. They don't want this team to win, man. But hey, man, it's all right." You said Coach Lee was talking like Prime told him to stop using small players to go get 1 yard. Hey, man, sometime I remember 4th and inches, that's a quarterback sneak. The quarterback got to fall into it. And I would say, yeah, use a bigger back for certain situations, yeah. But they have a combination of everything. They got Michael Welch, Augustov, Dallin Hayden is I don't think he's playing this game. Charlie. They got different variations of running back, so they just got to use them. They just got to use them. They use them against TCU, and you saw the outcome. And Shador still threw for a record number of yards. They just got to use them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens this game. We'll see. If they don't use them this game, it's not really much I'm gonna say about it. That's just their identity, man. They don't like utilizing the running back every now and then. But Coach Flea said Charlie grades out really high. That's why he's number 1. He grades out pretty high. You said they got Hill Green starting, and he's the most complete linebacker they had under Prime. So, but hopefully, we'll see. But I think this is a pretty good game, man. A pretty good time to, get the whole offense working. run some play action fakes and do all types of trick stuff. So yeah, but if they do all that, I mean, the likelihood of Shador getting touched it goes down. It really does because I saw a few times in that game where he didn't have no options. I mean, no, not no options, but he didn't have time to get out of his hand. So you said, don't fall for the okie doke, Max. They won't be running the football today. It will look like the last the last 14 games we've seen. Hold on, I gotta change it. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta change it up. I gotta do the voiceover for you. Max, man. Hold up. Don't fall for the okie doke, Max. You tripping. Don't fall for that okie doke. They won't be running the football today, man. It will look like the last 14 games that we've seen. Um, they gonna run that football, fam. They gonna run it. Just imagine on a play action fade or a flea flicker. Let me see a flea flicker, man. Like a flea flicker. Flick, boop. Then Shador drop back. Boom. Bombs. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be crazy. Let me see some cuts with the tight end. Let me see that. Let me see some crisscross action. That's what I call it. Oh, let me tell you guys what happened. Like this is a sidebar. I'm laying in my bed last night and I'm thinking I'm outside. I know you're like, what are you talking about? I had a cricket in here so loud that I could not sleep. That's just a sidebar. So loud. I'm like, this gotta be a joke. This gotta be a joke now. And I know what happened. I left the door open. I was sitting out there talking to my neighbor. And I mean, it was loud, dog. Loud. I was like, I like this can't be right. This can't, I mean, to be that loud, but I had to take drastic measures, put it that way. He said, you better see some counters. He said, CU should take the game one play at a time. It's going to be hostile. I mean, take it 10 yards at a time, right? Imagine your running back get 3 yards. Then something happened, you run him again, he get another 3. Okay, you got 6 down. You need 4 more, so it's a little easier. Then they can run the clock out, you know? But I don't know, man. I guess it's a little harder than than we think, because think about this. This team, some of the offensive players, they just, this is their first year playing with the people on the team. It might take some time. Maybe everybody don't know all the plays, or I don't know. That's what you need a huddle for. Like if they huddle, let's say if they don't know the play, it could be a situation where they don't remember the play or know the play. And they got to do what they got to do, or that's what the huddle for. Hey, listen, I need you to do this, do that. Hey, what am I supposed to do? You doing this, doing that. And then they break the huddle. That's old school. Old school action, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I don't think this is going to happen, man. But I do think the run is, though. But we'll see. I could be wrong. You said we don't have our safety blanket and Mikey Harrison. Oh, yeah, the last game they played, he did do his thing. And his play, Jimmy Horn, what got him the game. And Xavier caught one in the end as well. He also, I think he placed a bet on this game. Xavier did. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect. Like, this is the first time I'm watching football and analyzing it, right? And trying to analyze it, you know? Because I just watch, I ain't gonna lie to you. I watch football. I'm old to kick open a beer and I'm just sitting there looking for a good game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like when I watched a Super Bowl back then, with Aaron Donald and all that. I'm not concerned on how he got to the quarterback. I know he gets to him quite frequently, but then I'm not into the mechanics and all that, how it happens. But this year I am. I haven't been in a long time analyzing a game like that. I usually just watch entertainment, which I'm still doing, but um sometimes you just got to go back to the fundamentals, man. That's it. You say you watched Dylan Edwards yesterday. He was tearing up. Why was he tearing up? You mean the interview he did back then? You said Dylan Edwards made the right decision. So, did anybody in here play college football? If you played college football, press 1. I need to ask you a question. I didn't play college football. I could have, but I was having some issues. Dad passed away. I didn't want to play ball no more. No more after that. That was it. Anybody play? Okay, Coach Robinson. Okay, cool. Coach Robinson, Steve. Okay, Steve played. I remember you said, Steve, you played D-line. All right, so you guys played college football. All right, so I got a couple questions for you. Good, I'm glad. I need to ask the chat that anyway, because I feel like there's levels to this, right? Yeah, I played high school football, but however, high school is a little different. Obviously, we got training and stuff like that, but it's not training compared to college. It's not. It's just not. It's just a different level of training, different level of film study. Okay, we had film study, but it wasn't like college film study, and it's not like NFL film study. So it's levels to it. And okay, you're in the NIAA. Okay, perfect. So this gonna sound like a rhetorical question, but it's not. I want y'all fair assessment here. Obviously, you can win a game without running. You can. But is it more ideal to run the ball, to have a balanced attack? Or are you playing what the defense give you? Like, even okay, what I'm saying is, say if the box is stacked, because I remember Coach Prime said that, they not giving us the run, but can you still run anyway? Can you get creative? That's what I'm saying. And how important is it? I mean, I believe they can beat this team without the run game. Like, I believe they can beat this team doing what they've been doing. But when you face stiffer competition, that's just not going to fly. But I'm going to tell you something, even lesser competition can prepare and beat you. So you can't underestimate anybody. I know NFL runs the ball, of course. You said they were stacking the box, then falling. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hold on. Let me go back. You said they were stacking the box, then falling into cover 2 and cover 3. You said the problem is Prime saying he won't run. Well, he said that you got to have. He said running is an attitude. You got to want to run the ball. He said the players got to say, "Coach, look, we got to run this ball." He said it's an attitude. But when I was playing football, it wasn't no attitude. We did what the coaches told us to do. If the coach give us a play, obviously the quarterback did have an option to change it, but we still had to run that ball. Like if the coach called for me to block, because I was a tight end, if he called for me to block most of the game, guess what? I'm not going to run out of formation and try to catch the ball. I'm blocking, and I'm blocking for a reason. I'm cutting for a reason. We didn't do a lot of advanced stuff too much. I mean, some stuff we did, but it called for the play call for do we do certain things. It wasn't like an attitude, like it was understood that we were running the ball. We have a running back. Now, obviously, the running back position has been revolutionized. However, they still utilize the running back many different ways now. The running backs are like hybrids. They run, catch, block, so more so than ever before. And then they use multiple backs now. You remember when Jeff Saturday and Peyton Manning got into a fight on the sideline? Saturday felt they should have run the ball, and Peyton got annoyed that Saturday and tried to call the play. Yeah, I remember that. He also got into it with his kicker. You said sounds like a broken record. They can't do anything if Shador doesn't have any time to work. But they can't do anything if Shador doesn't have any time. They can run the ball. You said the running back has been somewhat devalued in the NFL. But the premier running backs are used, though. They're not, I guess, they're not going to get as paid as quarterbacks and receivers, stuff like that. But pass happy QBs need to be checked. So you think it's a situation where he's changing the play? Because there's no way we're going to know unless they say it. We're not going to know that. We can only assume it. But there has been audibles called. And that's not out of the ordinary for a quarterback to call an audible if he sees something else. Because the play in his ear, that cuts off after a certain time. I think it's 14 seconds or something like that. I remember they cut it off. I forget the rule. But at that point, after the play is in his ear, when he's lined up and he's looking at the defense, okay, well, in his mind, okay, well, this running play ain't going to work. The box is too thin. This ain't going to work. So I got to change this to something else. That I can see. But then again, you still got to run something. Yeah, they would show him a full box pre-snap, then they'll drop. Right, I know. They were doing that. Which is understandable. A lot of teams do that. And also they found out when the thing cuts off in your ear. So he gets his play and then the defense will change up. I mean, they have to be prepared for that to happen. I'm not asking y'all. Y'all play college football. What do y'all think? I'm looking at it from the outside perspective, right? With my little knowledge of playing in high school. So, like I said, my brother played in college. He played in college. He played HBCU, but he was like, he said, yeah, man, you can run the ball. I mean, he said, yeah, they going to change it. They're going to give him a certain look. But once they know he got the play in his ear, yeah, they're going to change it. They try to disrupt him. And then he said also they're going to, hide their blitz, and they're going to blitz him if they don't run the ball. But he said there's different creative ways that you can get that ball running. And if it don't work, you got to keep trying it before you pass it, because that'll keep them guessing, even if it ain't working. Because he was telling me, he said, all you got to do is look at a few, whatever the top running backs are in college. He said, well, whoever they are, find out how many times they touch the ball. And he said, out of the times they touch the ball, like, let's say he said they touch it 30 sometimes between their running backs. How many of those times were big plays? He said, because some of those plays, it could be like 4 plays where they're going to open up for a lot of yards, like Dylan Edwards did against TCU when they threw it to him. Or he said, you said you're going to have sometimes you pick up 3 yards. He said you're going to have a time where you get stopped. The defense going to stop you for negative yards. He said you're going to have a time where you pick up 4 yards. You're going to have a time where you pick up 20 yards if you keep trying it. But then he said that ain't stopping the pass either. You know what I'm saying? The quarterback, could get it going. So. You said if I can keep you from running it just by showing you the formation pre-snap, you defend the run for me. You said it's inexcusable. What you're supposed to do is measure the stakes, motion, trap delays, powers, etc. But you're supposed to run 30. I know people don't told me that, Solid Gold. They told me that. I'm thinking that maybe not. I remember Amon Green, Green Bay Packers. So I was thinking maybe I was, you know what I thought? I like maybe this some new shit that, because I haven't watched football prior to Coach Prime. I'm gonna tell you something. Prior to Coach Prime going to Jackson State, I wasn't watching football that much. Yeah, I watched the Super Bowl. I watched some bowl games, or I watched some pivotal games leading up to the bowl games, but I wasn't really watching it like that. So I'm thinking this some revolutionary stuff. You just don't run it like that. You can just pass and maybe we dealing with new types of, I don't know. But then now that I'm starting to look at it again, it's you guys are talking old school football here. So it's still, I know they run the ball. Yeah. I saw what they did with Scatterboo the other night. That's how they won the game, because they kept running them. And then they oh my God. Speaking of that, how did that kid leave, man? He just hit the portal. Like, what happened? The receiver from Arizona State, he was with Colorado. He had hurt his leg. Remember when Coach Prime was in the meeting, he talked to him. He said, oh yeah, you hurt your leg, but he said it's impressive, your numbers or something like that. For a walk-on, that's impressive. He said that. Why he hit the transfer portal? That kid is actually good. That kid is actually they call on him a lot. And I could see him in the NFL one day. So, but here's another situation. Coach Prime didn't tell everybody to hit that portal. He didn't. He couldn't have. Because I remember him talking to that wide receiver, And he was giving him praise, saying that was impressive. His numbers are impressive for him to be a walk-on like that. And now he's at Arizona State, healed up, doing his thing. So no, I don't think he some player just decide to hit the portal. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. And they felt some type of way after that speech. That's what happened. That's what happened, man. They felt a certain type. Remember, he said, when you're a 1-11 team, they got rid of coaches. Who you think is next? Remember, he said that. That's what did it. That's what did it, man. They had a few keepers there on that team. Obviously, Trevor Woods was one of them. So I don't think he told everybody to leave. He may have told some, but not all. Not all. He had a pretty good game, man, the other night. And I remember him in that meeting because he hurt his leg. And he was talking to Coach Prime. And he was like, yeah, that's kind of your numbers is kind of impressive, man, for you to be a walk-on. I remember him saying that was his very first meet with the team. So all right, so yeah, y'all, best teams run the ball. I know Alabama was running it, so we'll see, man. But I remember in the last meeting, he said, "Look, you just block." He said, "Make sure you take it play by play," which I agree with. You got to take it play by play. That's how I like to think. And you got to block. You got to block your ass off. You got to block. And I told y'all last night, I wasn't trying to be funny. I would tell them, I'll raise my hand. I'm like, Coach, I'll be the type, I'm not afraid to talk to coaches because I feel like they're human beings like me. So I'm going to talk. So I'm going to raise my hand. I'm going to do like this. I do this sometime. So you know how you in old school when you're in church, you know, when you go to bathroom, I don't know why we do this. You know how you put your index finger up when you got to go to the bathroom in church because the damn preacher preacher so damn long. And to keep you from falling asleep, you go to the bathroom and chill. So you tiptoe on out and put your hands up. So I would say, he probably be like, "What now, Max? What now?" I said, "Coach, listen to me. I appreciate starting and all that. I'm starting this week. That's cool. That's a good look for me. But if you're gonna yell at me, do it now." And he probably gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" Because I'm good for 3 penalties this game. Okay, but I promise you, I'm not going to get no penalties in the danger zone. But in midfield, every now and then look for some penalties. Look for some holding penalties. I'm just telling you. Okay? Just look for some holding penalties. If we're going to throw this ball 85, 90% of the time, actually 90%, 95% of the time, actually 98% of the time, I have to hold, sir. I have to hold, I have to trip, I have to do all types of stuff that I don't want to do. Okay. So I'm good for 3 penalties this game, maybe 4. Okay. But since we're airing it out, at some point he got to crack one wide open. You know what I'm saying? To Jimmy or Travis or whatever. Now, during the close end zone stuff, no, I'm not going to throw no penalties. But in midfield, yeah, some penalties coming. That's what I would do. Look for a little couple cheap shots, stuff like that. If that's what if you want me to give this man 3 seconds. And you know he gonna say to me that what are you talking about? No, you can't do that. I said, listen, I cannot pass block the whole game. But there's certain things I can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my John Stockton on. Okay. If you know, you know. I'm gonna get my John Stockton on it. I gotta do what I gotta do. My fight might break out. Just let you know, something might break off. But your quarterback won't get touched. Absolutely. And courtesy of my efforts, I need something in my Cash App or my Venmo. Thank you very much. I want some back end money every single game if he don't get touched. I need some back end money. That's right. That's right. And I will make sure things go that way, especially if I'm on his blind side. Because if I'm on his blind side, he can't get hit on his blind, because that's where the injuries come at. The hits that you don't see coming. Okay. Yeah. 10, what is it? A 10-yard penalty? 10-yard penalty for unnecessary roughness. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, because I'm gonna have to trip the guy. You know how Aaron Donald be doing, just going crazy? Yeah, Aaron Donald, me and him going to the ground. Both me and him going to the ground. That's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You say Kansas State knows how to use Dylan as a specialty back. He's not every down back. Now, if you need me to block, I'm lighting ass. I'm a $120 by the grace of God, and you need me to block some big ass linebackers, and I'm a running back. Yeah. Expect some roughhouse action, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to do it. My method is he truck me and I fall and I grab his leg. That's just what it is. Now that's illegal. You can't do that. But it's certain ways, hopefully the ref don't catch everything. And you know what they'll wind up doing? They'll wind up taking me out of the game. That's what they'll wind up doing. They'll wind up having me sit on the bench, but your quarterback ain't getting touched. No, Shiloh's not playing. He joked around and said he was playing, but he got arrested. He'll be back probably by the bye week. Yeah, the bye. I would say the bye week, because he needs at least 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks maybe. They're gonna put a special cast on him, and he'll be able to play. He gonna have a what you call a club hand. So he'll have a club hand, and he'll be all right. Because once I think he just got to wait for the cuts to heal, the incisions to heal, and he good to go, man. You said no stupid penalties next. My quarterback can't get touched, man. So we're gonna have a couple penalties. If I was out there, we'd have a couple. But my quarterback is in good shape, so that's just what it is. So they would kick me out of the game. I'm pretty sure the coach would tell me to sit down. You said you hope there's plenty of law enforcement there. Yeah, I don't know about it. I hope not. I hope nothing happened like that. But I know how fans can get, though. But I hope not. Not over no damn foot. I can't. I mean, some crazy shit has happened at football games, though. People don't got killed, everything. Yeah, people don't got deleted. Deleted at baseball games, everything else. So, yeah. I don't want to be sitting up in central bookings over no game. You know what I'm saying? Because then after the libation, everything wear off, I'm going to look like a fool. After everything wear off. You know what I mean? So, you said CSU has a beautiful stadium for a low-tier G5 program. Yeah, I thought it was pretty big there. But I was up early, man. I had to go to the airport. And I had my Colorado hoodie on. I got this from Mitchell and Ness. And somebody mentioned it. Somebody said, "Oh, Colorado," and I got to talking to them a little bit. They be following and everything. They be following, watching the games. I meant, and so I talked to them for a little bit. They were waiting for they were waiting to travel today. But yeah, man, I thought that was cool. You said if they lose this one, I think they're going to crash out. I mean, it's technically the season still ain't over. That means you got problems that you still need to fix, but it'll test them. I know that much. It will test them. That'll be a damn good test. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I always believe you got adversity, but it's the bounce back. Everybody don't face some adversity in their life. But but I ain't gonna lie though, sometimes you going through that adversity, you know, stuff be hard. You know what I'm saying? It's easier said than done, but it depends on the attitude you have, you know. But if you the type of person where at least I got mine, me, then you ain't gonna worry about the loss. I got mine off. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, you want everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying? You want everybody to eat. That back money is performance based. That back money they get, not the NIL money, but the back money. So they leaving money on the table. I know they used to have a courtroom in the basement of the stadium in the Veteran Stadium. I've been there. That's not a myth. They actually do. And this one they do too, Fox Life. In the new stadium, they have a holding facility as well. Yep. It's not like the other one, but they have one. They have a room, I meant. They got some rooms for you. Yep, they sure do. And they got police waiting for you. But when you go there, you know, you know what it is. But yeah, it used to be like that back in the day. Philly fans off the hook. Most NFL fans is off the hook. But college can get a little rowdy too now. It ain't like soccer. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine. That's my bucket list. I am gonna I've been to Maracana Stadium in Brazil, but I want to go to like Old Trafford or Enfield. I want to go to Enfield or what is the other? Enfield, Old Trafford. I don't know if they call it Emirates Stadium anymore, where Arsenal play, but I want to go there too. I know them fans. You better just be neutral. You almost can't celebrate at them stadiums. If you got the op sitting next to you, you better not celebrate. They celebrate a certain way there. Don't be like, oh yeah. You might get deleted. They don't mess around at them soccer games, man. I've been to Soldier Field. I've been there. I've never been to Lambeau. You said I like good football. I try to stay you try not to stay analytical. Yeah, I might have to go back to just enjoying a good game, yo. This analytical stuff is just, I don't understand it. The reason why I don't understand it is because in my mind, you're supposed to run this damn ball. So you know, hey man, if they win the game without running, hell with it. That's how I'm gonna go. I'm like, the hell with it. Do what you gotta do. I feel like you gotta do what you gotta do to win. So if you feel like you can win that way, then win that way. I'm with it. But I was trying to be analytical, but um, I don't know. I'm old school. I know the Eagles use Saquon Barkley. Yep. Man, I thought somebody told me Dak Prescott was garbage. You see how much they signed him for? He must not be garbage. I guess with some Dallas haters or something like that. I don't care for Dallas either, but I just saw he signed um he signed a huge contract. You said I'm too old. Yeah, I'm too old to go to jail too, especially for sports. You said he nice until December comes. What that mean? The 95 Huskers were considered the best college football team ever. Yeah. Well, I remember Tommy Frazier. I remember Lawrence Phillips. Um, that was a Tom Osborne ever. Um, yeah, I mean Tommy Frazier, man, he was like fucking Superman. I remember this one play. When he was running. It was an option, and he ran into a crowd. He was in the middle of a group, and the next thing you know, he broke away from it and took it to the house. I never forget that. They said, "Oh my God, the great Tommy Frazier." I never forget it, man. That man was all that in a bag of chips. He was. Tommy Frazier. He was the Michael Vick before Michael Vick. Yes, he was. He was the Michael Vick before Michael Vick, man. I remember one time I was at a friend of mine was a grad student at Virginia Tech, and he had some tickets to their open practice. This was back when Michael Vick was at Virginia Tech. And he would tell me, "Yo, we got this kid, his name is Vic or whatever. He from around the way." And he said that he got this thing called the Vic Flick. They used to call it the Vic Flick. It looks like he flicked the ball in the air 50 yards. It go 50, 60 yards. It don't even feel like he throwing it. He throwing the ball hard. And the ball is just sailing, right? And they call it the Vic Flick. And I remember going to the practice to watch. I was in the stadium. I said, "What the fuck am I watching?" I said, "This kid is damn near gonna win a bowl game this year." This year as a freshman. And what happened? As a freshman, he went to the damn Sugar Bowl, yo. He went to the Sugar Bowl and showed out against it was Florida State, I believe. He lost the game. They wound up losing, but this dude, and I remember one time he did this play where he jumped, dived for the end zone. The defender hit him and he flipped, landed on his feet, yo. He hurt himself on that play, though. He hurt his ankle on that play. I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" But then I remember telling him, I said, "Nah, yo, I've seen that before." He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Yo, Tommy Frazier." He was like, "Who is Tommy Frazier?" I said, "Okay, then I've seen it, but I'm telling you, nothing new under the sun." And Randall Cunningham used to do it too. Randall Cunningham and Tommy Frazier. But yeah, Tommy Frazier was cool, man. You said Rudy stories. Nah, yo, Tommy Frazier, man, ain't no Rudy story, man. The only thing that kept him from football, he had blood clot issues. He got sick. Yo, Vic was crossing people over on the damn football field. It was crazy. Just imagine Barry Sanders as a quarterback. It was crazy. Anthony Hankers, you said Dylan Edwards. The only problem with Vic was sometimes he won't slide and he'll get hit and they'll take him out the game. Like that flip that he did in the end zone, he got hurt. So that's the only thing with him. But that was at Virginia Tech. You said I'm tired of people talking. If Deion loses, he'll be done. This is his second year, and people continue to go after him. It all goes back to that first day when he came in there and he had that speech. They didn't like it. They didn't like what he did. You know how all those kids left? Their parents didn't like that. Some of their parents had money. They ain't like that shit. That's what it goes back to. I'm telling you, it does. They ain't like it. They ain't like him coming in doing that. Because look, there's levels. Let me tell y'all something real quick. This I know because people don't told me. On a football team, you got levels, different levels of players. You got some players that all they breathe is football. They trying to get to the league, and more than likely with their skill set, they will go. You got some players they study a little bit. They'll probably make it, and you got some they just there for education. their education first, their student athletes, their education first. Their parents got money. You know how you say, do you want to take care of your family? You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to league and take care of your family. No, some of these kids that they already got money. They don't need football. But they just happen to be athletic enough to get a Power 5 scholarship. There's levels to it. Some of those kids left the team that day. Their parents got money and they didn't appreciate it. That's where it's coming from. And also, it's an old school fraternity. It's an old school fraternity and they do things a certain way. And they feel like you got to act a certain way. That's what it is. If he had came in there and like, yeah, guys, we're gonna try to make this work. Are y'all ready to work? And different things like that, and not everybody left the transfer portal, you'll never see these writings ever. You'll never see them. Actually, they'll be praising them for losing. They would say, you know what, Dion losing, but guess what? Coach Prime is losing, but guess what? He's rebuilding. They would give him more of a leeway. See, you got to understand something in society. The old boy system is still prevalent. You might not think, but it is. It's still prevalent. The oldest fraternity, one of the most prestigious fraternities is Congress. Y'all know that. Congress. Most of Congress is made up of what? Lawyers. Retired lawyers. That's the most prestigious fraternity in the country. Actually, in the planet, is Congress. And another fraternity is coaching. That's another fraternity. And you gotta do stuff a certain way. I don't agree with it. I agree doing things my own way. However, with that type of old system, that's the way it is. Now, how you think the Steelers coach got up? Why people like him so much? He came from the College of William and Mary, the same college where the defensive coordinator graduated from. They went to the same college. They didn't play together though. What's his name was a quarterback there. He played years and years ago. You can't say nothing bad about him at the College of William and Mary, anywhere around there. You can't say nothing bad about him. About this, he's like a legend out there. You know what I'm saying? You ever notice sometime when he blow up in the media, they'll say something about it and make a big deal about it? That's their way of chastising. I'm telling you, man, I could sit here and school you on how it is. But Coach Prime, he do things his way. Like, look, man, I don't need the money. I'm just here to help. I'm going to do it my way. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, there's things that come with it. And like I said, this society was here before I was even born, man. I know the game, though. But that's what it was. It was that speech, man. It was that speech, man, and how he did things. And but here's the thing, though. You might say to yourself, well, Max, hold on a second. Didn't the USC coach bring players? Yes, he did. He brought a Heisman Trophy, future Heisman Trophy winner. He did. He did. Do coaches, when they come to the team, they bring their own players? Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah. But everybody wasn't happy with that speech, man. Everybody wasn't. In fact, I made a video about it when he first did it. I had made a video about it. I said, that's going to come back. That speech going to come back to him. They didn't like it. That old money. Nah, yo. Especially that old money. If they had family members on the team, nah, they ain't like it. But they do like what happened to the city. Because see, this is kind of like, it's a give or take situation, but it's kind of like there's positives to it too, because he did a lot for the local economy and they know that. I want to say I don't want to say it because I'm not privy to it. This is secondhand information, so I don't want to say it. But I just know that fraternity, that coaching fraternity, is done a certain way. It's the way it is. You say give a brother a chance. Other coaches can lose and get another job. That is true. Coaches get fired all the time and go elsewhere. Depending on what coach it is, though. Some coaches are done, but it depends on the coach. Yeah, you would say that give a brother a chance, but listen, I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna be real with you. We don't own this. We don't own it. You start doing things your way when you own it. We don't own a league, but you got to do things a certain way. But and also coaching, it don't matter who's coaching. It's all about what have you done for me lately. This is a winning type of situation. It's all about winning. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. Look what happened to the Florida coach. I mean, the Miami coach, Coker. He won a national championship. Last time he got fired next year. You know what I'm saying? It's just a rough situation. It's all about what have you done for me lately, Larry Coker. It's a rough. It's you got to win. It's all about winning. But even at that, also, I don't see too much. I don't see anything he did wrong, though. Like for me as a player, the speech wouldn't have offended me. I was like, okay, he looking for some dogs. I'm right here. That's my mentality. And then if it didn't work out, they say, you know, you're not cutting the mustard, then I would go somewhere else and work my way back, you know. I didn't see nothing wrong with the speech. I know it ruffled some feathers, but it didn't ruffle mine. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. They were 1-11. Like they do need some changes. And he felt like, you know, but I don't think he told all them players to leave though. I don't think that happened. They just left. They didn't, you know, it happens. Players hit the transfer portal. Some make it, some don't. Some stay in the portal. There's still some players in that portal. Y'all know that, right? They still stuck in the portal. So some people fall out the portal and some people get stuck up in there. But this is what I was taught when I was younger. You have to work twice as harder as some people. You have to work twice as harder. Some people, they're allowed to mess up. You're not allowed to mess up. That's what was told to me. Until you own your own shit. That's my dad said. When you own your own shit, then you work hard for yourself. You know how you work hard for that job? You work twice as harder for yourself. No, he said 5 times harder for yourself, and you will be successful. But work first, though, until you get your money up and get your own shit. But work twice as harder, then you'll be straight. If you try to slack off, you ain't gonna make it. That's what he said. That's why most businesses fail. Yep, he told me that. But he said, when you working for them, you have to, you don't have many times to mess up as other people. But he said that's okay because you don't own it. Yep. That's what he told me, man. So, but I do know that coaching fraternity, it's hard to be a coach because coaches get fired all the time. Coach Prime ain't no danger of getting fired. They can go They can win 4 games for the next 3 years. He'd still be straight. It's just that he did a lot for that economy, and that economy needed it. That college needed a boost, and they got it. And also it's a rebuilding team. So I believe the powers that be know that. It's a rebuilder. Next year, he's still rebuilding. He's still in the rebuilding phase. He was remember for the first year, he was behind the 8 ball because he got there late because he had to finish up at Jackson State. So he was behind in recruiting. So he had that happen to him. Okay, I'm behind in recruiting, and now we need some money. We need some back end money to try to go out and go shopping. We can't really, there's limitations to that. He don't have the money that Texas has. I mean, that school or Ole Miss or whatever. So now you're competing with the other coaches in the transfer portal, and recruiting is competitive as well to get these recruits. So some may argue that he might have to go in-state to get the stars, all the stars in Colorado. He got to get them. You know, typically most teams, they get their offensive linemen from the state. But a lot of people get a lot of offensive linemen from and the linemen as well from California, Pacific Islanders, all that type of stuff. So they still building in the recruiting phase. This is a total rebuilt team. This is not a Lincoln Riley where the team is already there, or Oregon where the team is already there. Matt Rule already had a team as well. I mean, he had Agent Zero before he got there. So he already had somebody like Zero there. And the other one, Ty Robinson, he already had them already. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to totally rebuild from the mud, even though he did go out and get a quarterback and a few other pieces. But this was a total rebuild from the mud. It was a mass exodus. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to take another year to rebuild, because now he's taking a huge hit now, because at the end of the year, he losing Shador and all them others and Travis. That's a huge hit. So now he got to rebuild again. So yeah, this is going to take about 5 years at least. And then he got to go get the Hogs in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not easy. Recruiting is not easy. Yeah, it's starting at 7:30. That's why I got out early today and getting some stuff done. So I like the late game. I don't mind it. I can have a whole full day, come back, and my day is done. Oh man, I know, Ernest. Student body, and the endowment. They got money. That school got money and donations, all that type of stuff. That's how they were able to get a Walter Nolan to come over there, and that quarterback they got. So you said Travis said this is his last year. Yeah, I know you said that. Yeah, he do have another year left. He decide he want to come back. He can come back if he want to. It ain't nothing. He just take out an insurance policy on his limbs, and he'll be fine. You know, people do that. Take out an insurance policy on their knees and stuff, and their limb, just in case if something happened, he can't play no more. He got an insurance policy. I don't know. Do they still do that? Do you think college athletes still do that? I don't know if that's still a thing. I remember Shaq did it. But then what happened was his LSU coach, he told him to leave. He said, I can't coach you no more. I can't afford, he said, I can't risk you getting hurt. And so he told him to go to NBA. He said, I just can't. So, because the way they were playing Shaq his sophomore year when he was at LSU, they were hacker-shacking. They were really hacking him. He could have got hurt. But he was big. You know, he wasn't going to get hurt because he was really big. But still, he still was taking a risk. But I don't know if that's still a thing. But obviously, he might be thinking that if I have an opportunity to go 1 or 2 right now, that's a chance of a lifetime. He don't want to mess it up. Because at the end of the season, regardless of how many games they win, Travis is going to go high. So that's a chance of a lifetime. That's like hitting the lottery. Not many people can say they getting ready to go 1 or 2 pick in the draft. That's a chance of a lifetime. Because, you know, that's guaranteed money. You know, the bonus money goes up. So it's a business decision for him to do it. He can always go back to school. And in fact, he probably ready to graduate. He probably close to graduating anyway. He got a 4.0. He's a good student. He probably ready to graduate soon. I wouldn't be surprised he graduate at the end of the year. He probably be ready to graduate. So, and because the only reason why I say that because his fiance, she graduated early. These some smart kids. Yeah, she graduated early. So them some smart cookies over there. So he probably ready to graduate. Yep, she graduated early. I don't know how they make it look easy because all I see him doing is playing that damn video game. But everything comes easy to him. He's just a bright kid. Everything comes easy to him. So, yeah, I think she got her master's already right because she graduated early. You said they thought Stanley Roberts was better than Shaq at LSU? No, that coach told him to leave, fam. He was like, you too good to be here. He was dominating. Maybe they thought he was, but I did not agree with the dream team. I did not. They should not have Christian Laettner on that team. It should have been Shaq. I did not agree with it. Did not agree with it. You know, I went to high school with Shaq Cousins. I remember Shaq coming up to my high school my senior year. That dude is huge, man. I remember I never forget it, he came up there with a full-length leather coat on with a big-ass Superman ring. Never forget that. I thought he was the big, and then I seen Yao Ming in person. But actually, no, prior to that, Sean Bradley used to play for the Nets. So that wasn't the biggest basketball player. Actually, I remember when I first moved out here, I ran into Ralph Sampson. I ran into him at Walmart. I'm like this. What the fuck? How tall is this dude? I didn't realize Ralph Sampson was that tall. I'm like this. Hey, how you doing? Somebody said that, that's Ralph Sampson. I'm like, I see him. I had to look up like that. The fuck? Nah, Shaq was way better, man. He should have been on the dream team, not Tristan Laettner. But Christian Laettner, he played that dude, Mike Krzyzewski. So it's politics. You know how it is. Politics. But it should have been Shaq on that dream team, man. You said, Shane, we didn't get to see the best of Penny Hardaway. You mean Penny Hardaway and Shaq together? Yeah, that was a deadly combination. Penny Hardaway and Shaq, they had stayed together. And it was a misunderstanding why they broke up. They broke the team up. It was a misunderstanding. I remember they recently, a couple years ago, had a conversation about it, and Shaq apologized to him. He said it, and he said, out of respect, I'm apologizing to you because there was a misunderstanding. And he said, we never had an argument. He said they never had an argument on the team ever. So it was a misunderstanding. But it is what it is. But Penny Hardaway was nasty, man. It was. Anthony Hardaway. He said Chicago, New York struggle with Shaq and Penny combo. Yeah, it was nice. It was nasty. They just need a couple more pieces and they would have been straight. Oh no, they ain't have online when I was in school. Oh, you talking about Raph Sampson? He's 7'4". Yeah, I ran into him. I actually ran into him twice. And every time I'm like, hey, what's going on? He was a very friendly guy. Very friendly. And guess what? Nobody stared at him because everybody was used to him. I just happened to run into him. I ran into Charles Oakley recently. I didn't realize he lived around here. I know he went to school out here. He went to Virginia Union, but I didn't realize my brother said, no, he still live out here. I said, I didn't know that. I thought he lived in New York. But yeah, I ran into Charles Oakley at the gas station. It was funny, man. He just said, what's up? Like that. He was gassing up his car. I ran into Iverson a few times, but that was at events. When he was holding events and stuff like that, I ran into Iverson. One time I ran into him at a bar. Him and all his boys. This is back when he was still playing. So yeah, Shaq grew up in Newark. He used to live right there near the Pat's Blue Ribbon, the old Pat's Blue Ribbon plant. It's not there anymore, but if you from Newark, you remember the old Pat's Blue Ribbon building. That's where Shaq used to live at, around there. I went to school with his cousins, Hilltone and them. Yeah, Iverson. Yeah, AI was like Michael Vick. AI did everything in high school. He was a quarterback. He was all state in quarterback and football. And he was supposed to go to the University of North Carolina to play just like what's his name did at North Carolina. I forget his name. He came from Virginia too. I forget his name right now. He was a quarterback and he played basketball. But he was supposed to do that, but he got locked up. And that would have been it. If when he got locked up, by the time he got out, there wouldn't have been no Georgetown. But what happened was Governor Wilder at the time, the then Governor Wilder, issued him a pardon. Okay. And once he issued him a pardon, he was able to get out. And what happened was his mother went to Georgetown, taught the late, great John Thompson at the time, and he accepted him. And what happened was the reason why he got a pardon because the whole accusation of him actually starting a riot was false. What happened? Everybody out here know what happened, and it wasn't his fault. You know, there was some N words flying. You know what I mean? And the people that claimed victim in the riot, they actually was the ones that started. He was defending himself. So that's what happened. But he was totally innocent. I mean, he was defending himself. I mean, some people did get hurt now, but he was defending himself. Well, I think more so it was John Thompson because at that time AI was okay with just playing. He was just happy to get a second chance. He was okay with just playing basketball. But believe it or not, basketball is his second sport. He was better at football, believe it or not. He's a better quarterback. But he was good at everything. So, I mean, him thinking he was better, but we all know like he's great at basketball. But he went on to Georgetown. He was the first player in Georgetown history under the John Thompson era to leave early, under the John Thompson era. Second was Victor Page, but Victor Page didn't work out. We all know the story on Victor Page. But Victor Page was nasty, just like AI. Man, that backcourt with Allen Iverson and Victor Page, oh boy, that was crazy. Their freshman year, that was crazy. But it didn't work out. Yeah, I know he didn't assault anybody. I know, but that's what he got locked up for. You said CU won't come out 5 wide again. We're gonna find out tonight. Michael Tafoya, you're not related to Michelle, are you? You heard me, Michael, Michelle Tafoya. But yeah, we'll see tonight. That's why I like it's gonna be exciting again to watch. Is a lot of people gonna watch the game tonight. They're gonna know what's gonna happen. Because some people we still watch it for entertainment, like what's gonna happen. We want to see Shador air it out. Because I still want to see him air it out. I still want to see that. But I do know they gotta run it, I know, I'm just joking with you. Y'all got the same name. But yeah, I just want to see it, I just want to see somebody run for 100. Or close to 100, or a couple touchdowns at least. Running the ball at least. Don't have to be 100, but I just want a nice. I think this gonna be competitive though. This game, like last year, it might come down to that. But the only thing is, from last year, we gonna have Travis the whole game. See what I'm saying? So. I know who you're talking about. The transfer that got in. I guess he ready to go now. Or they might activate him, D. He looked like a plug and play dude. Like, just go ahead and put him on the line. He'll be straight. So, but I know what Coach Prime saying. I saw to me, you just got to take it one play at a time. Just hold your defender. Hold them. You remember he said with that type of block, he said you're supposed to block like if you, what did he say? Something about your mother won't eat. Yeah, he said your mother won't eat if you don't make that block. And I think they showed a block where somebody missed a block. I think that's what happened. I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure that's probably what happened. You're supposed to block like your mother won't eat if you miss this block. And like I said, I raised my hand again. I said, listen, I can do that, but it's going to come with some roughhouse action. I'm just letting you know, Coach. And I'll sit back down. It's going to be some roughhouse action out there. It's going to get rough, Coach. It's going to get rough. You know what I'm saying? The ref's gonna have to blow the whistle and get a hold of this game because it's gonna get rough house. That's right. It's gonna get rough house, Coach. It's gonna get rough house. I say, Coach, I feel you, but it's gonna get rough house. Whatever happened to the running back from Arkansas? He on the team. The running back from Arkansas is on the team. He was there last week. He got in the game last week for a little bit in the end. But he's on the he's Charlie is RB1. Yeah, Charlie is RB1. Yeah, Augustov. I hope I'm am I pronouncing his name? How you pronounce his name? Is it Augustov? How you pronounce his name? Augustov. I don't know. I think I'm butchering his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah, he on the team. He played a little bit last week. You said just checking in. What's up with IT brother Max? Oh, what's up, Isaiah? What's up? What's going on with you? Okay, like I said, y'all saw the interview, man, with the running back coach. He broke down why Charlie is RB1. He said that he checks all the boxes off. He got a high grade. You see what I'm saying? He know how to block. But if I'm a betting man, you're gonna see Welch and Augustov this week. If I'm a betting man. You said he should have been used the jumbo package. Listen, like I said, I'm trying to look at this as an analytical standpoint, but at that same time, I want to enjoy this game, man. I'm expecting all that this week. Well, I don't know. I don't know what, to be honest with you, I don't know what to expect, but I'm going to be surprised tonight. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm going to be surprised tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to get my get back. Because if not, then I might have to be taking donations to get my money back. I'm doubling or nothing tonight. That's right, contextual. It's double or nothing. Double or nothing tonight, man. So I can get my account back right. You know, on the betting site. Double or nothing. That's right. That's what I'm doing tonight. So you said Charlie is great, but does not have that it. Augustavis. Augustav. Okay, I gotta go look. I gotta go check. I've been butchering this kid's name, man. You said blow up like the man. Come on, man. The great James Earl Jones is a legend. You know, he was still eating off Darth Vader. He was still eating off Darth Vader money, man. His son gonna eat off of it now. Shout out to James Earl Jones. You know, he was a mute until I forget what age. He would not talk until I forget what age it was, because he had a stuttering problem. And he was self-conscious about it, but he overcame it. He got speech classes and therapy, and he overcame it. But that's the reason why. He was afraid to get teased. He had a voice like Paul Robeson. Paul Robeson was another one. You know, Paul Robeson played at Rutgers. This guy was a football player at Rutgers. He went on to be a law student and a lawyer. He was a playwright, an actor, an activist. What the fuck? He was everything. Paul Robeson was everything, man. He went to Rutgers. Shout out to Paul Robeson. He was everything. And an All-American on top of it. Craziness. And he's a Rhodes Scholar too? I didn't know that. I believe so. Okay. That's kind of like, you remember, what was his name at Florida State? Myron Rolle. That was like Myron Rolle. He got drafted to the league. He was a Rhodes Scholar, and now he's a surgeon. He went on to med school to become a surgeon. That's Myron Rolle. He kind of had that Paul Robeson vibe. He was very smart. And you know who else was really, 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 really smart? I met him because, you know, he went to the UVA. DeBrickashaw Ferguson. He used to play offensive line for the New York Jets. He played over 10 years. Very intelligent guy, man. You'd have thought he was a Rhodes Scholar the way he talked. He sounded like one. So football players, they get a stigma, but there's a lot of smart football players. Even to this day, look at Travis, look at Charlie. I mean, it's just a, you know, stereotype with football players. Look at the Judge. They used to play for the Purple People Eaters. You know what I'm saying? He went on to be a state Supreme Court justice. So he's the reason why I started wearing bow ties, actually. The judge with the bent finger, he used to be an offensive lineman. Actually, was he a defensive lineman or offensive lineman? I think he was on the defense. He was defensive lineman. But I'm hoping for all types of offense tonight. Alan Page, thank you. I'm hoping for a great offense tonight. That's right. This is a perfect game for it. Why not get the running game go? You can run against this team. Come on, man. But this team gonna be extra motivated. Though I'm not taking nothing away from Colorado State because this is their bowl game. Make no mistakes about it. They want this game. This game might damn near put them on the map, man. Now they got a buzz over there, you know. And then that give the analysts a little bit more hating juice. I knew they were. You know what they're gonna say? I knew they were gonna lose to Colorado State. I knew it. Prime just don't have no team. He just don't. And you know what they call them? They're just a bunch of what they call them. They're a bunch of mercenaries. That's what they're saying. He just put together. Who said that? Who said that? A bunch of mercenaries. And now Johnny Football talking. You heard that? God damn. Now Johnny Football got something to say. Huh. All them problems he was in, he think he can talk. He got credibility to talk. Okay, he won a Heisman Trophy, but come on, man. Oh yeah, Whitlock said that. But a bunch of mercenaries. You said you lost your ticket on Nebraska last week. They didn't cover the point spread for you. You must have bet the point spread. They didn't cover the spread for you, maybe. Did they cover the spread or no? See, that ain't that what's exciting about you said you stress. We need this win. See how that is? It's entertainment. It took it, you know what I'm saying? You get to follow football. It's exciting. That's why I give Coach Prime and them. I give them credit for that because I ain't never been excited about no damn college game in a long time. But he came along and added a storyline to it. That's why I like it. You know, so many people hate it. It's you want to see a victory. You know what I'm saying? It just it's a good storyline. You see what I'm saying? So I'm betting, Isaiah. I'm sure I am. You said Prime needs to use a lot of formations. That's what everybody's saying, Michael. Hey, listen, Feinbaum. Well, Feinbaum got personal. I could see him hating all that, you know, it's football, but he got personal, calling the man a narcissist. Once he said started calling names, I said, okay, I don't know what. Well, he Feinbaum been going in on a lot of people. He goes in on a lot of people actually. But I mean, nah, man, and call him a narcissist. I mean, now you're getting personal. But Prime don't care about that. He don't. He only care when you talk about his players, he said, and his kids. Other than that, he don't care about that damn criticism. He don't. The reason why I say that is because he had to deal with it his whole career. He don't give a damn about that. Now, he did care about that one lie, though, when they said that he told the band to play Shadura music. That got to him. Because people were running with it like it was the truth. And then I was like, I don't, you know, I did a video and I said, I don't know if this sound right. Like, why would he be sitting up there worried about what the band is doing? Like he ain't got nothing else better to do. It don't seem right. Usually when a story don't seem right, it's not true. And then you remember the other one? That's hilarious. About the Lil Wayne concert. He told people, if you don't go, you off the team. That don't make no damn sense. And then what was the other one? The gun culture. They got guns up there. Oh, the Caleb Mathis story. They said Caleb is like a goon up in there. I'm like, come on, man. They said he was betting or whatever and lost $20,000. And he said, I ain't paying you nothing, and just walked off. I don't believe all that, man. Or maybe Caleb is with the shits. I don't know. I don't know him personally. But like, it just seems off. He don't look like no bad kid, man. He's not. I would like to see him in the game though, but what the fuck, man? I'd like to see him in the game. I don't know, is he hurt? I don't know what's going on with him. But his brother need to hit the plates. The weights and the plates. I mean, dinner plate. He need to eat 3 meals a day plus some, and he'll get his weight up. He looks tiny out there, but he got skills though. He definitely got skills. You said Travis had a pistol on his side of the boat. That's for snakes. You damn right I keep a pistol on me. I'm out there fishing, a snake come, hell no, I'm gonna shoot it. Or try to. He a country boy. Of course he got him a pistol. Listen, I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. They need to come out here to Virginia or go down further south or Texas. You're gonna see everybody in Texas got a pistol. Out here, you got a pistol. You know, it ain't nobody tripping on it out here. Nobody. Sometimes I carry mine visible and nobody say nothing to me. You know, you can open carry. Sometimes I got to open carry because the one I got, I can't I got an in the waistband holster, but I can't. It's not comfortable. So I wear it out. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you don't. And then I got a shoulder harness, but I don't like wearing it. Because I go certain places, people think I'm the Jakes for some reason. I just look like people think I'm a cop for some reason. So I don't want to wear it. So I remember one time, you know how you go in the hood to them chicken shacks? I don't eat them chicken shacks no more. After, you know, I don't eat there no more. The stuff they be doing in the back. No more. I went in there, the whole damn place cleared out. They must have thought I was a cop. But I ain't going down that area without no peace. Hell no. But I wanted that food up in there too. So I went right on in there. And they looking at me funny and they all left. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why everybody clear out? They were talking and they just left. You know how people loitering around? Yep, probably thought I was the D's. Yeah, everybody out here carried with no problem. So the Travis thing, I didn't even notice Travis had a sidearm on him. I didn't even notice it. So I don't know. People be just looking for anything. See, here's the thing. You said in Louisiana, snakes fall out the trees on a boat. I've been on pass the hell out. No, I can't be going. I can't be. That happened in my uncle property one time. A snake fell out the tree when we were playing basketball. That scared the hell out of me. But it wasn't poisonous though. But it was big though. And he came and shot it. He had his shotgun and shot it. He said, all right, go back and play. I'm like, I ain't want to play no more after that. You said year 2 for Sanders and Rule in Nebraska blew right past Colorado. Well, wait a minute. They just getting started. The season just getting started. We don't know what they're gonna do yet. Season just getting started. I know they beat Colorado, but we gonna see what the grade is at the end of the season. But he appears to got that team. They looking pretty good. But the difference is he didn't have to rebuild from the mud, though. You know what I mean? So you said you'll be at the CSU versus CU game, TJ? Are you gonna be there live? Okay. Let us know, like, if you can, whenever you get back, let us know how it was. You said carry out here, people will look at you and call the police. It's not allowed in San Diego. I took mine on the plane when I went to California. I went to LA in June. I carried mine right on the, well, no, hold on. Hold on. No, I did not carry it on. Hold on. I had to put it in my luggage and I had to lock it up. But I put it on my no, not my carry-on. My check-in luggage, excuse me. Yeah, I had to stop myself there because we were like, damn, he don't carry it on the plane? It was in my check-in. But the rule is when I got out there, I was kind of pissed. I was like, I shouldn't have brought it. Did you know the rule is I can't drive around with it? I have to keep it in the hotel. I'm like, oh, man. Yeah, there's rules to it out there. You just cannot willy-nilly carrying it out like that in the open. I would have got arrested. You have to keep it locked up in the room, in a safe. Or if you drive it, it has to be in the trunk, separated and everything. I'm like, what? I shouldn't even brought it. The fuck? Yeah, I can't carry it. And it was a whole big mess too, because my friend was like, well, wait a minute, you can't leave this. See, why? She like, why did you do this? And like, I'm like, I did something wrong. I'm like, it said I can bring it. You know, it was a whole big mess. Never again will I do it. Never again. Because now I'm paranoid. What happened to somebody? It was crazy. Yeah, you can have, but see, here's the thing. You can have it in your trunk separate. What happened if somebody steal my car? So I'm nervous now. And that will be a problem. You know, if somebody steal the car, I'm just, my mind was racing at that point. And then she's all in my ear and all this. It was ridiculous. Never again. But I said, I'm too old to be this aggravated. I said, you know what? I didn't know. She said, well, you should have researched everything in the law. I'm like, all right, man, I'm getting aggravated. So, here's one thing. I'm from New Jersey, right? Did you know if I leave Virginia in my car right now and have it in my car and I cross that New Jersey line, y'all ain't going to see me for the rest of the season. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? You won't see me for the rest of the day. They will lock my ass up ASAP. Now, I can go all the way to Delaware, right? Because if you look at it, Virginia, DC, Maryland, Delaware, I can go to Pennsylvania too. But I better not cross into New Jersey and get caught. I'm going to jail. And especially, I got hollow points too. Hell no, you won't hear from me. You won't hear from me, man. You got to know the rules. You got to know the rules. New York too, can't do it. And it's not worth it to bring it anyway. Like, I'm going to bring it anyway. Not worth it. Not worth it. But anyway, we got into that because they said that Travis had in the video. I didn't see it when him and Coach Prime was fishing. But even if he did, it's not out of the ordinary. He's, that's what people in the South do. So it's not out of the ordinary, man. You got to have something, Texas and animals and stray stuff out there. You got to be careful. it's not like people are carrying it to show off. People out here don't carry to show off. They just, a lot of people out here, from my understanding, they grew up shooting. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to be in the shooting range and have kids in there shooting. I'm telling you, man. You see it out here. You said Maryland versus Virginia today. No, you spelling Maryland wrong. You spelling there. You did it on purpose, didn't you? You said Chidozie. What, ain't Chidozie from Texas? Where Chidozie from? Is he from Texas? You said he had a gun on the table behind him. Well, speak on his IG live. That's nice, man. I didn't even notice that because I don't care. Like it's not something for me. Like, oh my God, I don't care. Ain't he from Texas? Yeah, of course he got one. Of course he from Texas. Them kids out there grow up. Listen to me. Them kids out there grow up shooting. Their parents teach them in the backyard. This is not like New Jersey, New York, the major cities. No, out there, everybody's shooting their backyard. So, but the writers, they got to find something. Oh my God, he got a gun, and oh my God, they got a gun. Just Grand Theft. Somebody said Grand Theft Auto. That was crazy. He said Nebraska fans love their team. Much respect. Oh, you've been a buff since 1990s. You've been in there since the 90s, huh? Oh yeah, Texas is the wild, wild west. Everybody out there I know live out there got one. It's just like carrying ID. You don't leave home without it, and nobody think nothing of it. Just like out here, everybody got shotguns and stuff in their house. I don't have a shotgun, but most people do. My friend of mine, his son is grown now, but when he was younger, because I moved out here in 2002, when he was young then, when I moved out here, it's nothing for us. We used to go on his property in the backyard. His kid used to be out there shooting. I said, dude, you don't mind your kid shooting? He said, no, I taught him. And he was in the Marines, like he know how to shoot. He taught his kid how to shoot and brought his kid a shotgun. But he'll be out there with them though, monitoring them and teaching them, different stuff. But that kid can shoot, man. And now that he's in his 20s, he carry guns, but he don't carry it to be a hard ass. That's just how he grew up. That's how he grew up. He a country boy. Women have them too out here. Yes, indeed. Man, I thought this was the sexiest thing. My ex coworker a long time ago. She had on we were talking about guns one time, and she had on a long dress. It's a skirt, but it was kind of long, right? And she was like, yeah, you carry guns anywhere. I got one. She hiked up her skirt and I saw her gun right there. It was on, she had a thigh band. I thought that was the sexiest thing. I thought that was a sexy. I said, why you carry? You paranoid? She said, no, I'm not paranoid. Just I grew up with them. I'm a country girl. I grew up with them. I know everything about this gun. So I thought that was the sexiest thing for her to show me that. You said you from Texas, you got set. I believe you. They all y'all have them out there. It's nothing to talk about with y'all out there with them because y'all are so used to it. You guys shoot in your backyard if you got a lot of property. Yeah, you said Nebraska and Colorado being good is good for college football. Yeah, because they were good back in the day. You said the loudest at Memorial Stadium since 2014 Miami Hurricanes. Oh, it's going to be loud tonight. And it's going to be extra emotional with the players. You hear them players talking? He said, yeah. He said, y'all came there with this attitude. Yeah, they're going to be ready, y'all. I'm telling you. But Shador has some protection. They do everything to protect him. It's going to be a problem. All he needs is just a little bit of time. He don't need to be out there running, getting rattled. I know what y'all going to say. Hopefully he got some running plays together tonight. If not, if they don't, I ain't going to say nothing this time. I'm done. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going back to enjoying it, watching it, and cracking open a beer. That's what I'm going to do. Like, what can you say, man? I mean, if that's what if they don't run it tonight, I guess I don't understand it. They just want to air it out, man. That's it. They just want to air it out. He said he said you got to have the attitude to run the ball. He said the kids got to want to run the ball. They got to request it. In the game, they said, "Coach, we got to run the ball, coach." He said they got to do that. And I'm like, no, they do what you say. It ain't the other way around. If you want to run the ball, the other coach, they go, all right, coach, you run the ball. So I don't say that beach material because I ain't gonna get my money back. Don't say that. Come on, man. You said the lineman got to be like Jeff Saturday. That's what you're looking for. Prime, you're looking for Jeff Saturday. He'll get him. It just takes some time to recruit. He might have a Jeff Saturday already with Zelinkas. Hey, man, listen, I don't know. He said you got to want to run the ball. It's an attitude. You got to want to run it. Maybe they don't want to run. Have you ever, y'all thought about that? Maybe they don't want to run so hard. Maybe they don't. Coach, man, we ain't trying to get beat up out here, man. We'll run a little bit. Now, I can't see no football players saying that. Come on, beach material, man. You messing up my morning. Don't say that, man. I gotta win my money back. You said then Colorado State called. They called them soft. I didn't hear them call them soft. They said that too, contextual. They calling them soft. He said the linemen love getting up the field, hitting linebackers in the mouth. Yeah, let them run the ball one or few times, man. Come on, man. Give them 30 times, coach. Yo, I want coach to keep it real. If this really is the case, I want coach to keep it real. I want him to say, listen, I know y'all keep saying we gotta run these motherfucking stats up. You hear what I'm saying to you? I'm like, yo, coach, just say it one time, man. And then you know what? I'll respect that. I'll respect it. You know how what I'll respect it in my Birdman voice. I'll respect it. Listen, y'all shut up, man. Let's get our stats, man. Yeah, man. I respect it. Let me stop, man. I'm just being funny. I respect it, CC. Listen, man, we trying to get these stats, man. Y'all leave us alone about this running game. They'll get a running game. I'm telling you, they'll be tonight. I don't know for a fact, but that's what I'm banking on. If I'm a betting man, they're gonna do something tonight. They're gonna do something tonight, man. I didn't know they called them soft. Now they talking too much now. You said when he get nervous, Travis become his own receiver. Shoot, if he calling for the ball, I'm gonna throw it to him. You said it's easier to play first and second year skill players than O linemen. Yeah, it takes a while for the O linemen to gel and build them up. That's how Notre Dame is. They're known as O-line university. They're known for their O linemen, but they build them up like that. I don't know, D. Johnson. We'll see. You said Shiloh is out. Yeah, he gonna be out for a couple weeks, and then they'll put he had that special cast, so he'll be all right. He ain't gonna be out that long. You think about it, broken arm. He ain't gonna be out that long. That's crazy. But yeah, man, I just just keep it real with us, folks. Like, look, we ain't running this MFing ball. We throwing it. And they better block. That's it. He said, block like your mother won't eat if you don't block this ball. Yeah, he want to play. He got to give it a little time, though. Damn, that's his second surgery this year. That's football for you. What's his name at Syracuse? Savion. Wilkers, Washington. Did y'all know that? Y'all know he at Syracuse? And the crazy thing is, he wasn't a bad right tackle. I didn't realize he was at Syracuse. I knew he had I saw the picture of him like going to take a visit, but I didn't know he actually signed up. Yeah, he had Syracuse. So good for him. Yeah, he went with Nick Williams. Yeah, I remember he took the picture with his family, but I didn't hear no more from him. But yeah, he's actually on the team. He's there. Man. You say he don't need to be with the Raiders and that one player from Oakland. Yeah, all I'm saying is, man, it's just you could still put up great stats and run the ball, man. You know? I just think it'll take pressure off the quarterback. That's all. And he won't have to be sitting up there getting beat up every week. I think Zay is back because I seen him during in his latest video. He's in the Cardinals locker room. I think he's healthy. Yeah, he had running backs. He had Marshawn Lloyd last year when they played against us, and the other guy. And Marshawn Lloyd got drafted. Yeah, he'll have better stats because he won't get touched that much. I mean, he might get touched a little bit, but not like what we've been seeing. But he's saying block like your life depending on it, and the way he said it. The way he said it, you better block for this quarterback. I'm not playing with you. And like I said, I'll be the one to get up and say something to him. I said, Coach, listen to me now. If we ain't gonna run this ball, you expect a few flags from me in this game. Yeah, the aunties support Shiloh. They the aunties. Yeah, McClendon is on the practice squad. There's a guy. Um, Hold up, let me find out his name. I'm gonna tell you all his name. He played 10 years in the NFL on the practice squad. I think 2 of those years he was actually on a roster, but he was breaking down the payment, like how you get paid. He said for each year you in the league, your pay goes up. Like, so he was in the league. He said in his 6th year, he actually got paid more than certain people on the practice squad because he was in the league 6 years. And he was breaking down each year you're on the practice squad, your salary goes up because of your experience. And he played for multiple teams, and he made a good living for himself, saved his money, investing in real estate, stuff like that. He did really well for himself, but he'd been in the league damn near over 10 years, and you don't even know who he is. And he said it's a lot of players like that, but he was on the practice squad. And sometime he'll suit up for the game, and sometime he didn't. Like if he's on the practice squad, they only carry a certain amount of men to the game. And he said if you're not on special teams, you're not suiting up. You're not getting on that plane. But he said one time he was on special teams. He got called up for that, and he made the plane a few games. But it's a whole big thing. But practice squad ain't bad, man. Yeah, he's a YouTuber as well. What college he played for? Because this guy's a YouTuber as well. I think he went to was it Notre Dame? I think so. Or that we might be talking about the same player, actually. Yeah, I think we are. I think we talking about the same player. Let me see. But he was breaking down like how you get paid and like the taxes, and if you order a suite at the game, you got to pay for that. It comes out of your check, and you get your direct deposit slip on Sunday after you play. He was breaking down everything. His name is Isaac Rochelle. No, we're not talking about the same person. This guy named Isaac Rochelle, and he make YouTube videos. Oh, he does imitation on Coach Prime and Shannon Sharp. His name Lou Young. He an NFL player. I didn't know that. I know he played football. I didn't know he was in the NFL. You said practice squad. I believe it. But he was like he was breaking down the salaries. So he said, obviously, you're not gonna, it's still. He said you're still getting paid more than the average person, but you got to factor in taxes and stuff. But he said the longer you stay, the more you get paid. Like, so if you a practice squad, you've been in the league 5 years, you get more than the first year guy on the practice squad. You won't suit up for the game, but it's sometime they'll call you up if somebody get hurt. You could play special teams. Or she said one time he started. It was one time I think he played when he was playing with the Bears. He actually started a few games. So that added to his resume that he had a few starts. It's like that. But he enjoyed it though, man. He said he traveled. And then he said when you're not with the team no more, he said usually what happens is either they'll tell you, or he said when you go to the practice facility, your card not working. So that's how you know you're not with the team no more sometime. Or he said they'll send you an email. But he said that one day he didn't check his email. He went up there to go practice, and his card wouldn't open the door. So then he got another email say, look, can you come to the Dolphins? No, to the Steelers. So then he went to the Steelers, played the year with the Steelers like that. Nah, it wasn't 3 years. He'd been in the league a long time. Go look at him. His name is Isaac Rochelle. He's on YouTube. He'll break it down. And you go look at his stats. He's been in the league over 10 years. No, sometime he's not on the practice squad. It just depends. But most of the time, he's on the practice squad. Yeah, you go clock in, your badge don't work. But yeah, he went to, this is when he was with I forget, Jacksonville maybe. His card wouldn't work. And he started laughing. He said, he said, guys, you know how many times this happened to me? He said, damn, the door does. He said, let me check my email. And he checked his email. He said, oh shoot, coach sent me an email. So then he said, all right, well, we're going to figure out where we're going to be playing next year. Then he got another email saying that come work out. And then they kept him on. So he knew he was going to be with the Bears. So he stayed with the Bears 1 year. And then he went to the Raiders for 3 years. Actually, no, it was the Raiders organization where his card wouldn't work. It happened with the Raiders, Las Vegas. You said, how confident are you that Coach Sanders is staying after his sons and Hunter leave? With so many folks, I know. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's gonna be pretty heavy for him because he coached Shedeur his whole life. He coached Shedeur, and now Shedeur has grown up now, and he's getting ready to go out on his own. That's gonna be hard for him. But that don't mean he leaving. But he gonna feel a certain type of way. He coached that boy all the way up until he a man now. That's it. And Shiloh, really. Well, Shiloh went to South Carolina, but for 2 years. But Shedeur has been with him the entire time. And then Travis leaving too. Yeah, and Shiloh, and I believe Silman Craig too, right? Is he a senior? Yeah, that's gonna sting him a little bit. He may not show his emotions, but that's gonna sting. That is definitely gonna sting. He said, I don't think he's staying unless he win a bowl game. Shallow gets a medical year. So what do you think's gonna happen? He just gonna go back into retirement, or he gonna go coach somewhere else? What do y'all think? If he was to leave? You said Travis and Shedeur might surprise us and stay another year. They're already rich. That's a possibility because Shedeur could play as a grad student, or he might have another year eligibility. Yeah, he could. They both could. I wouldn't be surprised. You say go retire and go back into retirement and watch Shedeur play. I could see that in Shiloh, Travis. You said I think he will not coach again. My thoughts. You said I don't think Prime want to sit at home. Well, then shoot. I mean, I have to take his word for it. He said he ain't going nowhere. Now people can change their mind, but I gotta tell. I don't know what's. I don't know. Like if he said he's staying, he's staying. But he'll probably come up with something. Look for eyebrows to raise with that quarterback situation. Remember I said it. If he's staying, he got something up his sleeve with that quarterback situation. Now Saban ain't gonna be the new coach. Saban in retirement, man. Oh, the kid Sam is her nephew. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was her nephew. Oh yeah, if he get Juke, yeah, he definitely, yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got a shot. All he gonna go back in that portal. 7:30, Sweet D. But I'm gonna give you the link. Hold on, I'll give you all the link where I'm gonna be at. If you want to watch the game, but you know it's on network TV. But if you want to watch it, I'll give you the link. It was that link I had gave last week where they shut me down, but I gotta mute the commercials. Well, Seaton, yeah, he'll be there another 2 years, and then he off to the NFL. After his junior year, that his junior year is his money year. You said Juju is a Trojan, but there's other quarterbacks out there now that he looking at. It's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out this year, I think. No, I think Prime is a competitor. He want to win. I don't care. He want to leave there a winner. You know what I'm saying? So this might satisfy his competitive nature. He ain't playing football no more. They don't just turn off that competitiveness. He's still around the game. He getting his competitive juices. Yeah, he gonna stay. I think he might stay. Yeah, Bucky gonna be traveling all over the place. He got one brother here, one brother there, Travis over here. He gonna be doing a lot of traveling to get all that footage. Hey Bucky, if you need me, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to travel, especially if Shador come to the Jets. Somebody got to come to the Jets. Damn, our defense looking horrible, man. Yeah, the game's about to start. I think I'm gonna enjoy some of these games today. But Colorado play at 7:30 tonight. I'm not sure if they let Bucky record. I'm not sure. I don't see why not. Like, not they won't let him record everything, but certain things. You say you feel your pain. You're a Broncos fan. Yeah, he did bring up Darius, right? Man, he said colleges already reached out to him. They want him to consult with them, how to build their brand. So he said this might turn into something bigger. Like he might consult and help other colleges out, like because they want to do the same thing. So I think eventually this will grow for him to the point where he got to expand. You say you don't want to see Shador at the Jets and Raiders. You said Nebraska started at 6. Yeah, when Nebraska play? You said watching with Matt McChesney every week is an interesting. Yeah, I like Matt McChesney. Matt McChesney be talking. He be talking it. You know what I'm saying? He said they got to do this. They got to add some jet sweeps. They got to add this. They got to do this, and then everything will be cool. He was just breaking everything. So they got to do this, this, and this. But I don't know. Prime said you got to have the attitude to run, man. He said you got to want to run. It's in practice. So if he saw it in practice, they're gonna be running. If he saw it in practice, every time you say that, I be thinking of Allen Iverson. Man, you talking about practice? We sitting here talking about practice. Yeah, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I listened to Joel Klatt. I saw what he had to say. Yeah, Joel Klatt even said the offense is boring. And he did, and he down with CU. He was giving a lot of praise. And he said that they got to switch it up. I heard what he said. Well, we'll see. This is week 3. So we're gonna see if they switch it up. But I don't know, man. That's why everybody gonna watch. Let's see what they gonna do. You know? You said gaslighting the players. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's gonna be I think it's gonna be the views on that game is gonna be high. I think so. Rico always be doing that, CC. You talking about Rico knows? He always do that. He said he know everything. I'm about to go follow Rico knows, man, because he said his betting picks be getting people rich. So I'll get back to you on that. The jury's out. He said it's his job to make people money because he study everything. He know all the teams. I'm like, damn, that's a bad man. He know all the teams. That's a bad man right there. You said hate watchers are still white. Yeah, because they entertain. Contextual, they entertained by it. 5 million, I believe it. But man, yeah, Rico, he always be giving it to him. Like, I knew they were gonna be like this. I knew they were gonna beat Nebraska. Then he go back to his film. But yeah, I don't want to hear. I didn't hear what he said, but I'm sure. But yeah, man, it's gonna be much watched again because people gonna be tuned in, and yeah, they gonna be tuned in and see what happens. Yeah, that's a lot of people watching. Last weekend was 3 million. I mean, you said 5 million. Excuse me. Oh, they're on national TV next week too with Baylor. Damn, I can't wait till Dylan come to town because that's gonna be a home game. You said it's gonna be a close game. You think, Quinn? But yeah, man, we'll see, man. It's definitely. I can't wait for it. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's enough time to just have your day, and we'll get ready for some good football, man. Um, I suspect Travis to be Travis. Oh, another thing I want to say. You know how that they say, "Oh, Coach Prime is using Travis and he playing him too much." No, he's not. The kid likes to play both sides of the ball. What's the problem? If he's tired, he comes out the game. Just like last week, something was happening. He was cramping up. He came out the game. Well, actually, he had to come out the game. You can't ignore that. But he gets tired. He takes a break. So I don't know. I mean, he liked playing the game, man. If that's what he want to do, take a record number of snaps, that's him. You said Dylan might get 150 all-purpose yards. Yeah, Dylan, man, he ready to go. They use him different ways. Bounce back. Yeah, the bounce back. D Johnson. It's all about the bounce back. You expect take Travis from himself. I mean, Travis do he do come out the game. He said he made a video on Dante Dow saying he sucks and Matt knows he has no time. Yeah. That he ran a kickback for a T. I missed that. He doing this thing though. That's good. You know, he wanted to go. I think he just wanted to, he wanted to go home anyway. His dad played there, you know, stuff like that. But I can't wait for to see him play CU though. Man, you need protection, CC. But sorry about that. Let me share the link real quick. Just in case if y'all want to watch it together. But if not, it's you know, national TV again. You think game day will come back this college game day will come back this year? What do you guys think? But if you want to watch it, we'll be around. Let me just give you the link. Well, I can't get it. They shut the last video down. I can't share that with you. Let me see. Actually, I'll share this one. They gave us 3. I still had 3 hours in this game. They kept some of it up, but here's the link. Actually, let me give you the link to the spring game because you know, it'll be on this channel. And I'm gonna mute the commercials this time so I won't get shut out. If they do shut me out, I don't know. But here's the link where we'll be at 7:30. Stop by if you want. But if not, enjoy the game because it's on national TV. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, trying to get Miss Peggy to a bowl game. It's one step closer. See if they can do it. The bowl for bowl eligible is 6 games. You said it takes a long time to get the O line to be elite. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. But yeah, man, I look forward to it. I'll probably be back before then. We'll see. Because it's tonight. Still got the whole day to go. I'm gonna get out of here though. But yeah, man, should be good. Players, they already there. And what is it, like a 2-hour ride from Boulder, I believe. So they're already there. I saw them when they were in the stadium, getting a feel for the place. Yeah, man, they should be ready to go. And I think everybody traveled for this game. So that was nice of them. let everybody, as a team come up there and travel. But yeah, man, I will catch you guys later. You said 7 hours ago. That's a minute. All right, y'all.